Whew. That took a little bit of getting used to. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are all of you? Got some good sage burning here. We are live, and can I just say we are filter free on every platform. We are 150% filter free. We're even foundation free. So all my ladies know what I mean by that. Gonna say hi to let each of you know on every platform that yes, we are live. And let's just see who we have on here. As you come on here, do me a favor. I'm gonna introduce myself really quickly. I have got some profound epiphanies, insights to share with all of you. So throw this video a heart. Tell me in the comments section where you are tuning in from. If you are on Instagram, Raw Chef Andrea on Instagram, welcome. So good to see you, Barbara, one of my favorites. You're following me everywhere. I love you, Barbara. I love our conversations. Remember when I didn't think you were who you said you were? Paranoia, self-destroyer. And if you're following me on my main platform, Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox on Facebook, TikTok, how are we doing? I'm way too old to be on TikTok, my personal opinion, but you guys have got me pushing 25,000 followers, and I don't even pay attention to this platform. So fist bump to you, TikTok. Thank you for the follows on TikTok. Continue to throw me the love, send me the gifts on TikTok, and continue to tell me where you are tuning in from in the comments section. I've got some of my own personal sage that I make. It is sold on the Detox Intuitive on my Etsy shop in bundles of 3. This is the bristle bush, because there's so much that I'm like, well, I might as well use it, put it to good use. There's so much in the desert. So I harvested and made bristle bush sage. I did the beautiful indigenous way of asking the earth and the plants first if I could borrow a little. But we also have the rainbow, we have the dandelion. So I'm just going to kind of do this for all of you. And for all of my vegan friends, I am 24 years vegan. These feathers were harvested off of road, I can't say it on TikTok, animals that naturally lost their lives on the road. I would never do anything to harm an animal. So let's just kind of clear the energy, and I'm going to get right into it. I'm also going to use a little vibrational frequency to clear the energy. Then I'm going to introduce myself, and I'm going to ask all of you to do the same in the comments section. So we're just going to clear the crown chakra to start, and we're going to go right into it. Okay, welcome Marco, welcome Barbara. Thank you guys for tuning in. Keep telling me where you're tuning in from. So my name is Andrea Cox. I'm an intuitive healer and holistic wellness coach. I have written 3 plant-based books, 4 actually, and Eat Right for Your Zodiac is out in stores now, Barnes & Noble, Target, and Amazon, also on my website, andreacox.com. And what I wanted to come to all of you today with as someone who takes stellar care of themselves, someone who has been plant-based, and when I say plant-based, I mean vegan, mostly raw vegan, for almost 24 years now, someone who is in her late 40s, and someone who is filter-free, like I said, filter-free today. I'd like to share with you guys an epiphany, a download that came to me today. And it's don't become what you loathe. Now, a lot of people would use the word hate. I don't like to use the word hate. Hate's a four-letter word, so is love. So I'm going to replace it with loathe. Don't become what you loathe. And I want to kind of share with you guys a story of how I came to that. And I'm going to actually read something for all of you that I found on this. I don't like to use Google at all. I'm more of a reader and a person that gets many downloads with 10 placements of water in my chart. I'm a Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. However, Libra rising in Vedic. What can happen over time is when you have a lot of light, right? And you put yourself out there, whether it be on social media, whether you be a celebrity, whether it be in your own town or what have you, what can often happen is people are attracted to that light, right? Hang on one second, you guys, so sorry. Come here, Mav. Lewis. Lewis, stop. Come on. Come on. Sorry, you guys. My dog is 23, so he's kind of like expressing his throat chakra today. So what can happen is people are attracted to that light, and it can bother them. It can trigger them in a lot of ways. So when I looked this up on the internet, I actually decided to Google, don't become what you hate, is what I Googled. I came across something on Reddit of all places, and I'm actually going to read it to you. Why do some people just hate everyone and everything? This is what came up. And I found whoever this Donna Mixon is to be profound. This is what she said. Because they have been used, abused, mistreated, taken advantage of, stolen from, disappointed, judged, and screwed over more times than they can count by people, including people they should be able to trust with everything, is in bold letters. Their expectation of the capacity of good in people has been crushed over and over and over again, that they don't trust it won't happen. So they self-isolate. They don't want to be in proximity of anyone who may try to screw them over again. It's a form of self-preservation. I found whoever Donna Mixon is, I found this to be profound. Like, I was like, whoa, that's so true. And coming from a person who has pretty much self-isolated for the last 5 years, I can say that that is a truthful statement from me. I don't want to get into things that have happened to me, etc. But when you are trolled online, it means two things. Number one, your light is shining very brightly, so brightly that it irritates others. And number two, you're doing something right. And so yesterday something happened and it was kind of shocking. And I was so shocked that I was able to handle it with grace. So we're going through these website migrations. And I think I shared with all of you that my website was hacked on March 27th through my payment systems. Someone obviously thinks I'm making money and decided to take it so far as to hack my Venmo as well. So we're in the middle of this website migration, and I start getting all these obscene comments on Facebook and Instagram. And I've seen this guy before. And I'm like, okay, wait, he's a financial advisor. He's an insurance salesman in Carlsbad, where I used to live. This is weird. Like, how is he saying this stuff? And I had shared a photo on Facebook of, it was a big zucchini and I had grown, and it was of my food. And he was making like a sexual reference to the zucchini, like real, like sixth grade, low vibrational. I was like, dude, really? And so then I start getting these messages in my chat box, but I'm not friends with him. And I look at him and it was really off center, like really like there was a few screws loose. And I was thinking to myself, oh God, does he know what he's doing? Like, he's putting his financial license in jeopardy. He's putting his, like, I could screenshot all of this, take his, you have to have like a number to be a financial advisor. I could take all of this and report him. I could report him to the local police station in Carlsbad. It's so easy, right? Like, he's making it so easy. And so I sat back with grace for like an hour as I watched these messages come in, and I didn't respond and didn't respond and didn't respond. And I had a Zoom session with my spiritual healer who lives in Sweden. And before I even got out what happened to her, this is what she said. She said, "You shine so brightly that people who are unhealed, they want to dim your light. So they poke and poke and poke to get a reaction. They want to siphon your energy." And it was so very true. So I want to explain something to all of you of what I've learned over the years, even with the hacking in March. I've learned not to jump on people when stuff like that happens. I've learned not to shout at my web host provider. I've learned not to shout at my team. I've learned not to go off and accuse everyone under the sun before I have the facts in front of me. It's been a profound healing process. Thank you for telling me where you're tuning in from, and thank you for the hearts. It's been a profound, and hi on Instagram. It's been a profound healing process that has taken me years to master. What happens now is, so like this guy on Facebook and Instagram, that was nothing. Like, that's something I just sit back and I'm like, really? Wow, this is intense. Like, do I have time to report this, or do I just let it go? Like, it's one of those, it's like just kind of like a fly. With the hacking, when it's so extreme, there comes a little bit of shock with it, but I like get over it within 2 minutes. Welcome, Lewis. Thank you for joining us. I get over things like that now within minutes. It's just like, oh, this again? This again? Am I vibrating? Wow, I must be vibrating really high if this is happening. So it's really, it kind of gauges, and I'm going to teach you guys how I mastered this. What it does over time when, and I'm going to use myself as an example, when you are in the public eye. You know, I have 2 YouTube channels. One has 4 million views, the other has 2 million views. When you are in the public eye, when you do get a lot of attention, when you have put yourself out there. I have Leo in my MC, so of course I'm going to put myself out there. When you have been on the news, when you have gotten nationally recognized, when you have books out in Barnes & Noble and Target and on Amazon and things like that, what happens is you become, at first when these things happen, oh my God, 10 years ago, I would have been like, oh my God, help me. Now I'm just like, oh, really? Again? Okay, well, let's move off that platform. Let's do this. Here's some money. Can you fix this? It really doesn't affect me like it used to. But I'll tell you, I've had a lot of teachers. I have had so many teachers who probably wouldn't call themselves teachers teach me this. I have a developer that since 2019 I've been able to call whenever anything goes wrong that can fix things almost immediately and get to the bottom of it. I have an assistant that I love with all my heart that I've learned how to mutually respect and work with. I have an amazing SEO guy that understands me and has put up with a lot during these years of someone trying to blacklist me and tear me down. And he has the ability to make sure that I have clients coming in, even if I weren't to post anything on social media. I have a family that lets me be myself. I have loving animals. I have a garden. I have my people at the gym that I love to see, every other day. I have a yoga family. I have the most amazing clients in the world, and I have a very small group of close-knit friends that I know I can bounce things back and forth with that do not judge and get it. And so that helps me literally stay like this instead of being like this when shit hits the fan. I get over things very quickly. Literally nothing gets to me anymore. And when you can master that, you don't become what you loathe. And when I say loathe, I'm not saying love, okay? I'm saying loathe, Loathe, is it? You don't become what you loathe. I loathe one thing in this world, one thing. I loathe clout chasing, unconscious creators who take from other people and hate them from behind a computer screen. That's what I loathe. People can copy everything they want of mine. I don't care, as long as they support me, as long as they give me credit when it's due, as long as they're lifting me up like I lift them up. But if you're going to attack me and do that, that's where I draw the line. So don't become what you loathe. And so what I noticed is when people attack you, they also want you to go off. They also want you to get angry. They want you to react. They get off on getting a reaction out of you. So the key for me has been, and you're allowed to get mad. Anger is a higher vibration than sadness. But the key for me, welcome Shar, welcome. Thanks for telling me where you're tuning in from, you guys. The key for me has been to get a little upset, and then 5 minutes later, I'm getting a massage, I'm at a yoga class, I'm at the gym. I'm like, man, this is gonna be fixed, who cares? When nothing gets to you, and you've managed to rise above, and things don't even exhaust you anymore. They don't even affect you anymore. And you don't take what other people say, do, and how other people act seriously. It's a very, very beautiful, beautiful thing. Excuse me. So I'm going to read that again. First, I'm going to say hello. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me where you're tuning in from. And welcome in Hawaii. So I want to read that again because this is going to help you heal. And I found, look, I do not like Google. I prefer to read books or get intuitive downloads. But I found this profoundly insightful, you guys. When I Googled, don't become what you hate, I found some woman named Donna on Reddit. Reddit is what it's called. And ironically, Reddit is one of the, well, we won't go there. Why do some people hate everything and everything? From experience, she writes, because they have been used, abused, stolen from, mistreated, taken advantage of, disappointed, judged, and screwed over more times than they can count by people, including people they should be able to trust with everything, caps letters. Their expectation of the capacity of good in people has been crushed over and over and over again, that they don't trust it won't happen again. So they self-isolate. They don't want to be in proximity of anyone who may try to screw them over again. It's a form of self-preservation. So here's my lesson, and here's how I'm about to master this even more. This is how I'm about to take my self-mastery to an 11, from a 9 to an 11. They self-isolate, separate from people, right? A lot of times they love their animals. They'll let themselves be around people for a little bit, and then they have to pull away. That's the goal of your abuser, of the person that attacks you, of the person that pokes you. They don't want you to have love, right? They don't want you to have security, right? Whoever this is that hacked me, they don't want me to have financial abundance. Hello, they're hacking my website through my payment system. That was pretty wild. So this is someone who wants to see you get upset, wants to see you alone, wants to see you single, wants to see you, they want to rob you of that precious time, because they want you to focus on what's being done to you. And what I'm telling you to do, to rise above and even more, and I'll do it right along with you. If you are self-isolating, okay, if you are not allowing people to be around you, right? I want you to put these little people, the little pokers, right? Oh, let's see if we can irritate her today. Oh my God, her light shines so brightly. Let's see if we can poke her. Let's see if we can cause problems. Please. It never bothered me what people would say. I'm a Pisces, so that's never gotten to me. I always look at things from a spiritual perspective. What gets to me is when people try to attack me, like within my business and stuff. That's not okay. And it doesn't even get to me anymore, which is crazy. But what I just learned, and that's why I'm sharing it with all of you, because I consider myself a pretty learned person, is not to self-isolate and put my own needs, wants, desires on the back burner because, I have some asshat team of people that don't want to see me rise above and succeed. So when you learn to master that, that's when you've really risen above. So I've already started, right? This weekend, I'm going to see the La Familia, the family in Phoenix for my nephew's graduation party. And I'm going to see family I haven't seen in years. And I'm like wicked excited. And I get to see my mom and my sisters, and like, it's going to be fun. And my sister's daughter, her stepdaughter, I haven't seen in forever, and her little kids and stuff. It's going to be amazing. And then Sunday, I have like this afternoon juice connection. So that's growth. And then I'm getting back to all the people in Messenger that I've ignored for 6 months because I'm bad at that. There's like 600 emails on Facebook. There's like 400 on YouTube. There's like probably 1,000 on TikTok. Hi, you guys. I'm sorry. And Instagram, like I ignore stuff because it gets overwhelming. So I'm taking my vibrational frequency, and instead of hiding my light because, oh, I must be shining too brightly because someone's poking the shit out of me and hacking my stuff again. I must be too bright for them to handle. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Why don't I even shine even brighter? And there's no way to shine even brighter than to be around people who love and care about you. And for me, that's my family. That's a few people I've met since I've relocated that are wicked cool, have their own shiz going on, and are like, yeah, let's hang out on Sunday and grab a juice or something like that. That's awesome. And so I want to encourage you If you've been hiding your light out of fear that you're going to irritate someone else, thank you for the hearts, you guys, on the video. Thank you for the love. Thank you for telling me where you're tuning in from. Thank you, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If you've been hiding your light, dimming your light, because someone expressed to you that, well, they don't want to see your light, you're shining too brightly, then get out there and shine it anyway. And allow people around you. I have to read Donna, what she said, one more time, because this was a huge realization for me today. A huge realization. If people aren't coming out of the woodwork to occasionally attack you online, probably not doing something right. It was one of the first things I learned years ago. Someone that was in the business said, if you are not getting pushback, you're doing something wrong. When you get pushback, you're successful. One of my girlfriends touts herself on being filter free, really cool. She had some woman post some like shitty comment. This was a few months ago, and she made a reel about it. It was like transmutation. It was alchemization of negativity into positivity. And so that's what I'm about to take again. Self-mastery from, I'm about at a 9, I would say at this point, to I'm going to go to like a 13. And I'm doing that by putting myself out there more and more and more around people on a daily basis. Why? Because self-isolating for a year or two while you go through your healing journey, your spiritual awakening, your aha moments to learn, we go into hermit mode. Shit, I made a freaking podcast out of it. I was like, I am a female, I'm a hermetist. I'm going to start the Hermetist podcast. I have a literal podcast. I think there's 20 podcasts up on everything from spirituality to wellness, because I'm a total hermit. But after a while, you have to know that you're letting other people win by taking that on. So to raise your vibration even more, yeah, the singing bowls, they're great. The sage is great. The sunshine, the fresh air, the raising your vibration through food. I have a whole YouTube channel on that with thousands of videos on how to do that. That's great. Andrea Cox TV, for those of you on TikTok. But what's even more great is when you can be around family and friends. And look, some of your haters might be in your family. Thank God with me, it's not the case. But for some of you, that might be the case. Go spread your light anyway. Spread your love and your positivity anyway. I encourage you to do so. And I want to say one other thing. We're going to read what Donna wrote again. Now, you guys, the topic here today, in case you missed it, is don't become what you loathe. And what I did is I Googled it, don't become what you hate. And I found this woman on Reddit, and Donna, call me. We need to be friends. She said, why do some people just hate everyone and everything? From experience, because they have been used, abused, stolen from, mistreated, taken advantage of, disappointed, judged, and screwed over more times than they can count by people, including people they should be able to trust with everything, bold letters. Their expectation of the capacity of good in people has been crushed over and over and over again, that they don't trust it won't happen. So they self-isolate. They don't want to be in proximity of anyone who may try to screw them over again. It's self-preservation. This has 677 likes. It should have about 67,000 likes. And this is true. And this is what we do, you guys, over and over and over again. I am the queen of self-isolation. I am a life path number 9. The 9 in the tarot is the hermit. I have a podcast called the Hermetist Podcast. I can go for 2 years without seeing anyone else and just spending time with my animals and be like bouncing off the ceilings with happiness. It's really quite weird. It irritates the shit out of people in relationships. They think I don't love them when really I do. And But I learned that to protect myself. I learned that because I was with someone for years who had learned that, and he used that as a protection mechanism. And by the time we parted ways, I borrowed his superpower. I was like, wow, I want a little bit of that, like telling the world to fuck off and being able to do my own thing. And I did. And so I want you guys to remember something, because this is powerful. For me to drive 2.5 hours and socialize, even if it's only for an hour, that's big. But see, it's worth it because it's people I love. It's people that are vibrating up here. My sister vibrates higher than me, like way higher. It's like secret sauce. I don't know. And my mom, funny, and my nephew, brilliant. Hello, he just graduated with honors. And my whole family, my brother-in-law, like love. Like, so it's like so worth it for me to come out. Like, I'm like this little crab, like, oh, Kendall, come out. And then to like entertain a friend the next day at a juice bar, keep it going. The following Monday morning at 6 a.m., going to yoga class with 2 girlfriends. This is how we don't let other people win. We say, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for the negative comment. Thank you for hacking me. Thank you. It actually allowed me to upgrade my hosting. It actually allowed me to do this so it wouldn't happen again. Actually allowed me to redo my SEO and redo that page, whatever you're copying, and thanks. I'll vibrate even higher now. So these are the lessons we learn, folks. And I got to tell you, you have to learn to thank people that attack you and try to lower your vibration. Don't meet them where they're at. Shine even brighter. Shine even brighter. One of the people that has trolled me for years always points out the same thing about my looks. I got to share this with you. It's funny. Always points out that my eyes are not green, quote, they're black. My eyes are green. My mom has green eyes, runs in the family. They're beautiful forest green. Anyway, and always talks about these. So that actually made me raise my vibration to a level of, I used to be real conservative in my videos and cover, like I'd wear shawls and things, to buying literal, like form-fitting, like dresses. And it actually made me like think, oh my God, how can I transmute this negativity into even more positivity? I also feel like, and this is from a spiritual level, if you read in the Bible, I don't mean to quote the Bible or anything. I'm creating an oracle deck, so I'm not, but I did grow up Christian. And if you read in the Bible, it's kind of like Samson, our hair is our antenna. It's what gives us our spiritual downloads. Sorry, if anyone's bald watching this, you still get spiritual downloads as well. And I feel like every time I'm attacked, like something happens to benefit even my appearance. Like I look younger all of a sudden, or my hair grows even longer, or my skin gets even clearer, or my nails get stronger, or I lose 5 pounds. It's so weird. And that's how energy works. When people spew negativity at you, it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing anything to invite that in. Maybe your words are very triggering to someone because it's a part of them they don't want to see within themselves that they need to change. So it pisses them off. And they do the whole rude comment or hacking or trolling or fake account. Maybe they do that. But the beautiful thing is you have the ability to handle things with such grace and rise above. You don't have to get angry because that is what they want. So when you get angry, for example, with my hacking, going off on the people who host me or on my staff, all been done before. I used to do that all the time. Valuable lesson learned to never allow that to happen again. Now, when things like this happen, I breathe in and out. I sit down. I make a tea. I reach out to everyone, tell them what's going on. How can we solve this? It's like going from here to self-mastery. Things happen for us. Thank people who do this type of thing. They're helping you grow into the strongest version of yourself. And boy, do they see it. Okay, I ranted. I think I just talked for 20 straight minutes without shutting up. That is so me. I don't even drink coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave your comments below. Let's connect on Instagram. This is for all my TikTokers. It is Raw Chef Andrea, RAW Chef Andrea. I've had that for 10 years. I used to be a celebrity chef, haven't been a chef in years, but I do write plant-based books. On TikTok, it is my real name, Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. On Facebook, which is my biggest following, it's Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. And on YouTube, please subscribe to my channels. I have not been putting the love and care into my channels like I usually do, but it's Andrea Cox TV for health and wellness. There's like 5,000 raw vegan recipe and juicing and detoxification videos there, Andrea Cox TV. And for spirituality, it is The Detox Intuitive. And my new Oracle deck is coming out in about a month or so. And it's 71 cards of complete fabulousness. And I've just been holding off on doing the readings there until my personal deck comes out. I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Be well. Bye. Okay. Bye, TikTok. Maverick, honey, why are you on the couch? Can we stop, my love?